Of course.
We're still on a bit of a time
We are Canadians.
many years ago. When? 2011, 2012. And that's where I met Mr. Watson as he was coming into his investments in Greece.
We were just making our investments.
But a very good friend of Cyprus. Well, I retired. I'm now doing other things. And another
The Republic of Cyprus. Με την ίδρυση της Δημοκρατίας. Before, you know, it's 40% of our country. We have a very promising. It's, you know, difficult. The economy is very
Is that an unbiased
you know, the biggest challenge is second generation. Well, first my father. Those are friends.
Well,
Is the partner use me as much as you need, as much as you
I wanted to begin by first of all saying a big thank you for all of you attending this luncheon. It's very nice to have all of you, and we're so honored to have the President of Cyprus with us. And let's give him a nice Canadian warm welcome.
Thank you very much.
I spent some time with the President, and he is very much business friendly. Fascinating what he's doing with Cyprus, and he's going to tell us a little more about it as we get on with our lunch. But I thought we'd just introduce ourselves, if you didn't mind, just so that he knows all of you. So maybe, Fokian, you know the President well, but can we go this way?
Yeah, I mean, there's a very big operation in Cyprus. Michalis Louis is the CEO. Our revenues are coming out of Cyprus, and we are very glad to be there, and we are really welcome.
I do have to say to you that it was a long journey. I was there in Greece when we first came, and almost left €1. Next one was €1, and the next was 4. But today, our price was less than 90 cents average cost. Today, it's 3.5.
Other boards that Fairfax have investments in, and former CEO.
Born in Canada, but of parents who are from Cyprus, and I even worked very briefly in my career.
Oh, okay.
So obviously very close affinity to Cyprus. I will also use the opportunity and tell the President here, one of the most friendly Hellenic investors in the world, and I think he's already received honorary citizenship probably in Greece. But
for the presidency on issues tied to economy and innovation in the Deputy Minister PK's.
Thank you. Yeah, I left before the Cyprus was independent for UK, and UK on. However, in the 60s, in 1960, I emigrated to Cyprus. After my, but the British educated me, However, I never always Cyprus basically designed a silicon chip, which was close to 15 years ago. It gave to be $250 million revenue. However, we went into the company, Crescento, House and Tattersall, in February 2011. I got a lot of money. Now I invest. Of course, I was sick, and so now I invest. I have a back office, and I have a
former Canadian diplomat, and I was Canada's ambassador to Greece and High Commissioner to Cyprus at the time when Fairfax and Mr. Watsa first entered the Greek market. So a very memorable moment in my career.
5 months, so I'm one of the new people, but it's great to be here.
I'm Mike Christodoulou. I'm at Guardian Capital Group. We're involved in investments, and I work with George Bavruz.
CEO of PwC, actually, the same time that Bill was in Canada, in charge of PwC.
And spokesman. And I'm Alexis Zafiadis. I'm the Minister of Transport, in charge of everything with wheels and whatever flies.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the invitation to be here. I'm Irene Piquet. I'm the Deputy Minister to the President.
So thank you very much. That's the group that has come to welcome you and to hear from you, Mr. President.
Thanks, Prem, for inviting me, and thanks for organizing this lunch. Thanks, all of you, for being here. Why I'm in Canada. This is my first visit to Canada, and it's a part of a greater effort to present Cyprus. I was before in New York, Texas, and Silicon Valley, trying to attract foreign investment in Cyprus. Our country, I'm in power since March 2023, and our country is in a clear path of growth and transformation. We're a member state of the European Union, but we are part also of the Middle East. So by investing in Cyprus, you are investing in a European market of 450 million people, but at the same time, you are close to a huge market, the greater Middle East. In these very challenging times, from not only political point of view, but also from economic point of view, the Cyprus economy is having one of the highest growth rate in Europe with 3.4%. Our public debt is less than 60%, and by the end of the year, it's going to be approximately 53-54%. We're running a surplus. Our biggest challenge now is unemployment rate, which is less than 5%. So we want Cypriots to come back in Cyprus. So we started a brain gain campaign. We started in London. We go to Birmingham, we go to Greece, we are going to New York in order to attract Cypriots back. At the same time, we are working hard in order to diversify the productive base of our economy. The Cypriot economy was mainly based on services and tourism. But now the economy is changing. As I told you before, we are working in the ICT sector. Is almost 14% of our economy. The real estate sector, banking sector, the investment of Fairfax through Eurobank in Cyprus is a great vote of confidence, and thank you very much. We are using your example in order to attract more investment, foreign investment in our country, shipping, higher education, energy, and at the same time now we are working on 2 more sectors in order to attract investment. The one is Cyprus to become a logistic hub, having in mind our geographical position. Just to give you an indication, member state of the European Union, but we are 25 minutes from Lebanon, 35 minutes from Israel, 50 minutes from Egypt, 30 minutes from Syria, 1 hour from Jordan. You can understand where Cyprus is. So we're a gateway for investment in Europe, at the same time gateway for investment in the greater Middle East. We are working very closely, I have to mention this, with India, having a lot of investments from India, especially following Brexit. In Cyprus, as you know, we're following the common law. We used to be a British colony like Canada, like India. So Cyprus is a gateway for Indian investments in Cyprus. I was very pleased to receive Prime Minister Modi in Cyprus in June. Actually, it was in his way to Canada for the G7 meeting.
G7.
Yeah, he was in Cyprus. And the other sector that we're trying to develop is defense. We have a lot of investments from Europe on the defense sector. It's another sector that we're working very closely together with Indian companies, together with Cypriot companies. They establish in Cyprus joint ventures, and they are working on this sector. So we reintroduce our country. We're a fully pro-business government. If you don't have strong economy, you cannot have a strong social policy. You cannot invest on education, on health, on social policy. In order to do this, what the people are expecting from you, you need to have a strong economy, strong and pro-business economy. So thank you very much for organizing this. I'm here to discuss with all of you. Once again, I want to mention this because it is very important for us. Your investment in Cyprus is one of the biggest vote of confidence for our economy and the future of our country. And thank you very much for organizing this lunch.
So for all of you, very business-friendly. When you look at the world, traveled many parts of the world, when you have a leader who's so business-friendly, the country does very well. And so he's coming here to say, all of you, invest in Cyprus.
And invest in the next presidency of the European Union. Cyprus will have the rotating presidency of the European Union. We start on January 1st. And one of the priorities that we have is to make Europe much more friendly business-wise, because we are not. I want to be fully honest with you. We need to enhance the competitiveness of the European Union,
Exactly.
and Cyprus will play its role as the rotating presidency.
And our Eurobank has 40% of the banking market in Cyprus. Lunch, and then we'll open it up for questions for the President, okay?